Morning, everyone, and welcome to the midweek market update. Now, guys, on this session, I'm going to updating you on the market's progress on the pairs that we did analyze on Sunday and the pairs that we've been speaking about on Monday and throughout this week. So, guys, I'm just going to be giving you an update on these pairs, how they've been developing, and forecasting any future entries that we are looking at. Now, guys, first, let us take a look at what the DXY, which represents what anything that has dollar in it. So this is what the DXY is looking like. So overall, the DXY gave us this big descending structure that broke out on this trend line to confirm that price is having what the higher probability of climbing all the way to the upside. And as well, zooming closely onto the daily time frame, price has been giving us what these small continuations over here. As you can see, just to confirm that price is having what the higher probability of climbing up with these small impulsive moves and continuations. Now, if you can notice with these continuation patterns, as soon as they break out the impulse up, Also over here, we are having this overall structure, two swing highs over here and two swing lows, price broke out over here. So this is having what higher probability of impulsing all the way to the upside. And as we're jumping into our mid time frame, so on the mid time frame, you can see that price is currently giving us what this overall continuation pattern. So once this breaks out, this is having what the high probability of impulsing all the way to the upside. And now coming into our lower time frame. So in the lower time frame, we're waiting for confirmation to confirm that price is having a high probability of climbing up. So we can look at this as being what a mini continuation. This is all going to depend if price does give us what two swing lows over here. And if it does break out over here, then price will indeed be confirming that it is having what a high probability of climbing all the way to the upside. So this is how the DXY is looking like. We are focusing on the bullish movement on this one. So now let us get into what our Forex pairs of the day. So the first pair that we're having is going to be what the New Zealand dollar over the US dollar. So in this one, just going to break this down. So this one on the high time frame, we're having what this big ascending structure that broke out over here to confirm that price is having what the high probability of dropping down. And now as well zooming on to our daily time frame, we are seeing price coming and giving us what this continuation pattern that is near the breakout point. So this is also having what the high probability of dropping down. And now on our mid time frame, what are we seeing? So on the mid time frame previously, we were seeing this is being what the continuation pattern that's about to give us what a breakout over here. And now coming into the lower time frame, price presented us with this continuation pattern that I used as an entry. So this one dropped all the way to the downside and reached what profits of 1.01% and moved what stop loss to break even. So this one ended up being a break even. So this one is, let's try and evolve our structure and see what price is now telling us. So price, as I'm looking at price currently, the only thing that makes sense to me is for me to evolve the structure because price is already closed inside of the pattern. So the only thing that I can wait for is for price to give me what another breakout somewhere around this bottom trend line to confirm what those cells again. So on the lower time frame, our entry will look something along these lines. First, heavy impulsive movement and then a small continuation pattern near the breakout, like so. Just a small continuation pattern. Like so would be more than sufficient. Remember, we need to have what a minimum risk to reward ratio of 1:3 and above. So something like this would definitely make a lot of sense in order for us to execute what our entry or this pair. Now let us jump on over onto our next pair, which is what the Great British Pound over the New Zealand dollar. So with this one, jumping onto the high time frame, we are seeing price presenting us with this big descending structure from the breakout. And as well as zooming on to the daily, we are seeing that price is giving us what this continuation pattern from the breakout to confirm that price is having a higher probability of continuing to climb all the way up until the 90% roll. And now moving on to our mid time frame, we did have what this continuation pattern that broke out to confirm what those buys to the upside. And now coming on to the lower time frame. So this was our first entry and locked in profit somewhere around here of 0.42 before price went up and then presented what another continuation pattern over here. As you can see, this was the second additional continuation pattern that from the breakout executed an entry around there. So this one reached what somewhere around 1.7%. So this one also, what happened, move stop loss to break even. So this one, by the time price went back down, this went out for a break even, and this one went out for small profits. So the ideal type of placement would have been somewhere around here for a 1% profit overall on this one, because why? Trail stopping using what? Swing points. So now, what are we looking for in order for us to still be able to capitalize on this pair? Well, first, we need to have a clear impulsive movement, and then a small continuation pattern would be sufficient in order for us to still be able to capitalize our buys on this one. Like so, but remember, the risk to reward ratio needs to make sense. Need a minimum of 1:3 and above in order for us to do it, to be able to execute an entry on this pair. So now overall to the next pair, which is what? The Canadian dollar over the Swiss franc. So let me do this. Okay. So with this one, high time frame, we did get what? This big descending structure. This big descending structure from the breakout, and the daily, we had this small continuation pattern that from the breakout. And now also currently we're having what? This small continuation pattern that's at the breakout area, to confirm that this is having a high probability of climbing all the way to the upside. And now moving on to our mid time frame. So on the mid time frame, currently we have to evolve our structure into what? A bigger continuation pattern. As you can see, price is now presenting us with what? This bigger continuation pattern. As you can see, we are now having what? This bigger continuation. So once it reaches this point and breaks out, this will be having what? A higher probability of breaking out. And now on the lower time frame, what are we looking for in order for us to execute? First, a breakout either just before the trend line or just after, a small continuation pattern to the upside. And this is how we look to enter. Enter on the breakout, stop loss below the pattern, and take profit all the way to the upside. So this is how I'm looking at what? CAD CHF. This is the actual type of entry that I am looking for on CAD CHF. So yeah, guys, this is the update on the Forex pairs that I've been looking at. So CAD CHF has been progressing very nicely, and GBP NZD gave us two entries. One took us around profit, the second one went around break even, and then on New Zealand, on NZD USD. So on this one, also price gave us what? One entry that took us out what? On a break even. So currently only GBP NZD has been profitable with only what? This 1% trade. But we are still focusing on that, on additional interest, because price is still having what? Some more room to climb up until it reaches the target. Also NZD is still having what? Some potential room before it drops all the way to the downside. And also CAD CHF, we're still looking for our first entry of the week on this pair. But all that we're waiting for is just a clear indication for price to break out, and then we'll execute those buys all the way to the upside. So yeah, guys, this is how the market update has been looking like. Hopefully it was very informative for you guys and you did learn something. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the end, and I will update you throughout the week as these pairs continue to develop, and I'll send you screenshots and I'm meant to trade ideas for our VIP members on Discord, just on all of these pairs that we've spoken about, and I'll continue to update you if anything changes, or we do have a setup available. But for now, this is the end, guys, and take care.